How many Americans are literally leaving America? How many people in America are finding that they can't afford America now? And it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. And because it's getting worse, most people are making the decision, hey, listen, I can go to Portugal, I can go to Ghana, I can go to South Africa. Okay, I can go to, there's some European countries that I can live extremely well. There's a lot of African countries that I can live extremely well based on my current income. And people are making a shift. And I'm sure there's a statistic out there. I just look at the numbers of people moving. I don't have the hard numbers of how many people are leaving. But I can guarantee you this. You know, you look at the immigrants that are being pushed out of America. You look at the Americans that are voluntarily leaving. The numbers are going to shift dramatically here in America. And so I wanted to say that to let people know, because people are not doing their research. And it's going to take a keen eye of what's going on around the world for you to make the proper future decisions. I know people love America. And I was born and raised here. Okay? And my thing is, if I can't afford to live a place, then why would I stay? To struggle? That's what people do. They'll stay and struggle. You know, credit card debt at all-time high. People are being pushed out their house. Do you realize more than 5 million people did not restart paying their student loans after COVID? So we're talking about 4 or 5 years later, people have not started repaying their student loans to the tune of 5 million. And now, guess what? The student loan people are coming after you because they've been blessed by the government to do so. And they're gonna get their money. You can't escape it. Okay? And we're in a situation where, guess what? You're gonna have to make some adjustments that you can live a comfortable life. And millions of people, you know, like I said, to the tune of another billion over the next 25 years are gonna move to the continent of Africa. And I would tell you, because things are changing, don't close your mind to the fact that there's a better place that you can live and be more comfortable, okay? And perhaps living, in a lot of cases, live even better food, you know, because as we know, I look at the food in America. I mean, our food is trash. You understand that, right? You know, everything is enriched. Everything is modified. Everything has excessive preservatives in it. Okay? And it has an effect on our body. I mean, you could just look at the typical American. I mean, the typical American is obese. Okay? The typical American is obese. You know, I'm on a weight loss journey, and one of the things that I'm doing is I'm eliminating a lot of those enriched foods. I mean, it's crazy how things are enriched. Just look at your macaroni, look at your rice, okay? It went through a process other than being grown and then dried out and sorted and then boxed up and put on the grocery store shelves. No, they removed the minerals out of it so it can last longer on the shelf. It increases the shelf life, but it has effects on your body that I'm sure you didn't sign up for. Like your body can't process it, your liver can't process it, so it stores it in your body as fat. That's the enriched process. That's what enriched food do to your body. So listen, you know, I can't tell anybody how to eat and live, but my thing is, if you want a higher quality of life, okay, first look on your own shelves. Get rid of the sugars. Get rid of the sugars. You got them. Because if you don't get rid of the sugars are going to have a devastating effect. And, you know, most people, you know, like I say, walking around here obese and not exercising and eating all the wrong foods. You can't make proper changes. You can't have the body fat content that you desire by doing the same things, by eating the same foods. You have to make the adjustments. And so going forward, there's going to be a lot of adjustments made by people who want to do better. who want to live a better lifestyle, okay, who want to live longer, higher quality of life. And it's going to include not just your finances only, not just your environment, but what you put in your body. You know, I was talking to a guy 6 or 7 months ago. It was less than a year ago. And, you know, because he goes, for his work, he goes to Africa every 6 months. And this guy says every 6 months, he go to Africa, he eat more, he feels better, and he loses weight because he's not eating some of this crap they put in our foods here in America. And it's government sanctioned. It's not like these food manufacturers are doing this behind, you know, the government's back. They're doing it in full frontal view with the blessing of the government, okay, to do this to our foods. And as a result, we pay the price. Not only for that food, but we pay for it in decreased health outcomes and things of that nature. So that is one of the things I say, listen, you know, take a look at what you're doing, what you're eating, and then get your finances in order. Okay, get rid of debt. People that have cash, people that have Bitcoin, people that have investments in technology, and that's not to mention it. I mean, AI is literally changing everything. Okay, AI. I use ChatGPT. I'm getting ready to take an AI course here on the 4th. Well, actually tomorrow. I'm getting ready to take an AI. No, today's the 14th. The class is this evening. I'm getting ready to take a 3-day class on AI because I want to know, and I may not use it for monetary gain, but it is helping tremendously in my business, okay? And people that I know, their businesses are easier to manage and operate and build because of AI. And so if you have a business idea, run it through AI, run it through ChatGPT, and it can walk you through step by step on how to get that thing off the ground. It can be your consultant, okay? It could be your financier. In a lot of cases, it'll point you in the direction of revenue or resources to be able to fund your business idea. And you got to have a business idea. I mean, this is not a country where you want to depend on your job. You know, because, I mean, I met a woman who was, she was one of the people 20 years ago helping to develop AI to where it is today. And 7 months ago, she got laid off. She literally got laid off of her job. The AI she developed took her job. Isn't that crazy? And I'm sure when people in the AI arena first started, in the technology arena first started, wasn't thinking that what they were developing would eventually take their job from them. So having a business and using AI, ChatGPT, there's a lot of different apps, and part of the class I'm taking is showing you what apps to use. But technology is changing so fast that you have to stay up on it. And I think the people that stay up on it are going to benefit the greatest, obviously, because they're going to have firsthand, current, accurate information. And so for me, definitely getting my AI game up, being able to properly use prompts, because people say, well, ChatGPT and Complexity and Gemini, all these different chat apps, they have, personally, I think they pull from the same data centers. My thing is, how do you ask the question? That's why prompts are so important. You're going to ask it to go make you a ham sandwich, and it doesn't really understand what you mean until you break it down, till you create the prompt that will give it a more accurate assessment of what you're looking for, and it can go make it just like that. That's the importance of prompts. So understanding how the prompts make using these different ChatGPT type AI devices, how they work better and how they're going to work better for you. So taking classes, understand that you may have to pay something, okay? You can't take a free course and think you're going to get all the knowledge. You got to be willing to pay. Okay, and the fee is the fee. You know, you want this knowledge to go make $1 million. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to pay substantial for it. It's gonna cost. Okay, just keep that in mind. All right. So hey, listen, I'm near my destination, and I want you guys to understand that I'm, you know, even though I'm retired, I'm not sitting around. You know, I'm literally working just as hard now as I did in my working years. And I would encourage you, don't think retirement is that thing that you can sit around, kick your feet up, and watch daytime television. You want to see yourself get old real fast? Adopt that lifestyle.